Hello guys. So basically in the last class we have seen in the last two class we have seen the concepts of probability, means all the terminologies what you can you have to study in this chapter, as well as we have seen in the detail that what is the meaning of all these things. Okay, so now the thing is the questions, how to solve the problem of the probability. So in the today's class, I'm going to take a questions on different types. If you remember my first class, I have mentioned that there is a types of questions that can be asked from this chapter. So the question type will be like, there is a coin type, there is a playing card questions, there is a container questions, there is different dice questions. These type of questions is there in the chapter. Okay, so what I will do today, I will take couple of questions, means two or three questions from each of the type. So let you understand that how we will take a approach to solve the questions. Okay, in each type I will give you the approach, means if you read the question, how you should understand and how to proceed to solve the question. So that I will take some question like, from each of the type I will take 2 to 3 questions, so it will be like 15 to 20 question I will discuss today. And after that I will give, no, after that all the questions you have to solve. You have to solve from the NCRT, you have to solve from the RD Sharma. You have to solve all the questions and then let me know in that, from the WhatsApp, from other channels, that you can comment on the YouTube videos also that, sir, I have a problem with NCRT example, this one, NCRT exercise, this one, RD Sharma example, this one, RD Sharma exercise, this one. You can write, you can write to my WhatsApp, you can write to the YouTube video comment also, so that I will see what all questions are there. I will make a note of all these things, and then again I will take a session to solve all these questions. Okay, clear? So today we are going to see the questions of from the below topic. From the coin problem, we will see 2 to 3 questions. We will see playing card question. Playing card, we'll see 3 questions. No, here I will take 2 to 3 questions. Okay, then we'll see dice question. Okay, then we'll see some miscellaneous question. Miscellaneous question means mixed question. It will not from the coin, playing card or something, it will from something other. Okay, that also you have to see that whether how to take the approach on solving these questions. And similarly you will see some questions from the ball also, container box is one box, so many red ball, blue ball is there, so how to fix this question. So we'll solve all these questions. Five means five are there approximately, so 5 into 3 15 question to 20 question I will be going to solve in today class. So let me start from the playing card question, because you can see that in the last class whatever I have created the diagram, I kept it here only because when I will solve the playing card question, you can see that how efficiently I will be using this particular concept, and the questions will be solved in very easily. Okay, so we'll see this one first. So first we'll see playing card question. First question on the playing card. So first question, see, I will take the question from your NCRT book today, and in your NCRT book only 3 questions are there on the playing card. But if you go to RD Sharma or if you go to higher class, you will find so many questions are there on the playing card. Okay, so just we'll see how to take the approach. So first question is, it is from your example. Okay, it is from NCRT example number 4. Question is, one card is drawn from a well shuffled deck of 52 cards. See, I have told you that well shuffled deck means what? Okay, so now the question is, well shuffled deck means 52 card. So whenever you will read this statement, you have to first understand and just keep it in mind, like whenever the well shuffled card will be written, well shuffled deck of 52 cards, that means your number of sample space will be always 52. Okay, what is the number of sample space? Because this is a deck of card having the 52, so you have to just keep it in mind that whenever the question will be written like that, your mind should work as that, the number of sample space is 52. Now the question is, one card is drawn from a well shuffled deck of 52 cards. What is the probability that card will be an Eka? A part is, what is the probability that card will be Eka? Probability of getting Eka. Now you tell me, go through the diagram. This is a deck of 52 card. How many Eka is present in this one? So you can go here directly see Eka is present in all the suites. 1, 2, 3, 4 suites are there. In one suite, how many Eka is there? 1. So in this one, 1. In this one, 1. In this one, 1. So how many number of available outcomes is there? Number of event equals to how much? 1, 2, 3, 4. I will write 4. And number of sample space is 52. So probability equals to what? Probability of an event equals to 4 by number of event by number of sample space equals to 4 by 52 equals to 1 by 30. See, questions is solved from this diagram. It is so easy to solve from this diagram. See, total number of sample space is a deck of card. Number of Eka, it is asking in the deck. In the deck means from here, how many Eka came here? 1 Eka, 2 Eka, 3 Eka, 4 Eka. Right. So this is the answer 1 by 13. How we have solved, you have understood from this point. Okay, you can make a note. Fine. So next question is question number B. B is, note what is the probability that it is not be an Eka. Not be an Eka. See, first question is what is the probability that it is an Eka. Second question is what is the probability that it is not an Eka. I will give the solution in two ways. One way you are knowing that how we'll go to here, we'll go to deck of cards. In the deck of 52 cards, if I have 4 Eka, then how many non-Eka is possible? Number of Eka equals to what? 4, right? In the deck, number of Eka equals to 1, 2, 3, 4. So number of non-Eka equals to 52 is total card, 4 is Eka, so 52 minus 4 equals to 48, right? So out of 52, 48 card is not an Eka. 4 card is Eka, rest 48 card is something else. It is number, it is face, something else, but it is not an Eka. So probability equals to 48 by 52, right? This is the probability. So one way of solving the question is for not being an Eka is you just count what is the number of non-Eka from this diagram. You got 4 is Eka, so out of 52 4 is Eka, then rest whatever 52 minus 4 is non-Eka. So non-Eka is 48. So probability is 48 by 52. Now I will solve it from the another way that we have studied already. Okay. So what is one relation we have studied? You can write it down. Okay, now we'll delete it. We have studied one relation, probability of event plus probability of not an event equals to 1. So here probability of event means probability of getting Eka. So probability of getting Eka, okay, plus probability of not getting Eka equals to 1. We can write like this. I am just putting the formula, value in the formula for this question. So probability of event is Eka plus probability is not an event, probability of not an Eka equals to 1. I got the probability of Eka equals to how much? 1 by 13. In the last, first questions we have seen what is the probability of getting a car, that is 1 by 13, plus probability of not in a car equals to 1, or probability of not a car equals to 1 minus 1 by 13, this one. So 13 minus 1 by 13 equals to 12 by 13. So answer is 12 by 13. Here it is 48 by 52. If you cancel it, 4 12 ja 4 13. It is also 12 by 13. So you can see that it is matching. So you have to use the formula probability of an event, probability of not an event equals to 1, and you can find the value, or you can find the value from this one, but you should use this particular thing because it is easy. Okay, here it is only 48 by counting, so it is easy, but if you use this formula, then you do not have to count all these things. You do not have to do this, you have to use the formula. It is efficient, you can use, answer is 12 by 13. Fine. Write it down. Okay. So we'll take next question. You just see how I am taking the approach to solve the questions, okay? I am using this diagram efficiently. So next question is question number 14, okay, of your exercise. Question number 14 of your exercise. Question is, one card is drawn from a well shuffled deck of 52 cards. Whenever it is mentioned well shuffled deck of 52 cards, what I will say? Number of samples is equals to 52. First line you have to write. Then find the probability of getting, first question. Probability of getting a king of red color. King of red color. Okay, fine. Very easy. What it is saying, find the probability of getting a king of red color. You go to deck of 52 card, saying red color, so I will think on this part. I will go to this part only. I will not think from this part. Here it is red, right? Red. So how many red are there? 26. We do not have to think how many reds are here. You have to just go to the branch. There is a red, right? In the red, what is the number of king? So in the red, there is 2 suites are there. In each suite, there is 1 king, right? In diamond, there is 1 king. In the heart, there is 1 king. 1 king is here, 1 king is here. You do not have to think of this one because this is coming in the black. Question is for the red color. For the red color, there is 2 suites. In each suites, there is 1 K. K means king. So K means king I have mentioned. So 1 king is here, one king is here. So total number of event equals to what? 2. Right? Total number of events equal to 2. Total number of samples is 52. Probability of event equals to 2 by 52. 26. 1 by 26. So easy to solve the question. Second part is face card. One card is drawn from the well shuffled 52 card, a king of red color, that is done. A face card. So question is a face card. Second question is, what is the probability of getting a face card? Okay. It is not mentioning in which color you have to go. It is a face card in the deck of 52 card. In the deck of 52 card, how many face card is there? 3 face card with the 1 suite, we have 4 suite. In the deck of 52 card, this is the face card. In one suite there is 3 face card. Another suite there is 3 face card. In another suite there is 3 face card. Another suite there is 3 face card. So total number of face card equals to number of event equals to total number of face card. Number of face card is 3 into 4, right? Equals to 12. Number of samples is equals to 52. Probability equals to 12 by 52. You can solve it. Very easy questions. Third number it is saying a red face card. Here the color is mentioned. A red face card. difference of face card or red face card. Here you have to travel in the red branch, not in the black branch. In the upper question it was in the whole deck. Here it is in the red. So in the red deck of card, in the red there is only 2 suites. In each suite there is a 3 face card. So there is 2 suites. So how many card will be there? Number of event equals to how much? In the red, how many face card? 3. In the red, how many face card? 3. So 3 plus 3, 6. Into 3 into 2 equals to 6, right? You can do into or plus because it depends on how you will calculate. So probability of an event equals to how much? 6 by 52. You can solve it. 6 by 52, how much it will be? Okay? So this is the third. Fourth question. Fourth part is the Jack of Hearts. The Jack of Heart. Jack of Heart. See, in the 52 card of deck, in the deck of 52 card, the Jack of Heart. The Jack of Heart. Heart का Jack. पहले first we'll go to Heart. Where is Heart? Heart is here. Then they are saying Jack. Heart, Jack. In Heart, how many Jacks are there? In the Heart we'll go here, here, here. In the face card, how many Jacks are there? 1 Jack are there. So what is the probability? Number of event equals to 1. Number of sample space is 52. Probability equals to 1 by 52. 1 by 52. Fifth question. Fifth part is a spade. Or spades. Or spades means when color and anything is not mentioned, you have to understand from the deck of 52 card. Question is, in the deck of 52 card, what is the probability of getting a spades? So 52 cards, how many spades are there? Spades is here, black color, right? So how many spades are there? 30. So number of event equals to 13. Number of sample space is 52, right? So 52 is there, right? Number of sample space. It is common to all the question. So probability of an event equals to 13 by 52. Sixth question. Sixth question is the Queen of Diamond. Queen of Diamond. Okay. Queen of Diamond. In the deck of card, we'll go to first diamond. How to read? Diamond का queen का probability कितना है? Of means car. तो diamond का queen. तो पहले हम जाएंगे diamond में. This is the deck of card. Where is the diamond? Diamond is here. And then it is saying for the queen. In the diamond, how many queens are there? Only 1 queens are there. So number of event equals to 1. Probability equals to 1 by 52. So this is the answer, right? This is the answer, this is the answer, this is the answer. You can see that how easy the questions to be solved. Okay, if you are not understanding, go to the video little back, listen carefully. I have explained all the questions with this diagram. Okay, so you can write it down. Fine. So we'll take one more questions from the playing card. Another question is 15th number question of your NCERT book. 15th number question. See the question. This question is little bit different from the 2 questions what we have solved. Okay. The question is 5 card. He had started with a 5 card. Another 2 questions started with well supple deck of 52 card. But here the question is 5 card the 10. 5 cards are what? 5 cards are 10. 10 we can write it 10. The 10, Jack. Jack we can say J. Okay. Queen. Queen we can say Queen. Q. King. King you can say King. K. And S. And S. Of what? Diamond. So question is saying that 10, Jack, Q, K, A. These are the 5 possible outcomes of diamond has been taken from the deck of 52 cards. So they are not talking from the deck. They are started the question from diamond. The question is itself started from the diamond. So question is 5 card 10, Jack, Q, K, A, okay, of diamond are well shuffled with their face downwards. Okay. Question is saying that, see, first of all you take this 5 card. You are not playing with 52 card. You are playing with only this 5 card. So take the 5 card and then you put your like close your eyes simply, or you see downwards and you do like this. Okay, I am not seeing anything. I am doing like this. What is the card number of card here? Only 5 card. I am not talking from the 52. I am talking from the 5 card of the diamond. I have taken the 5 card of diamond. These 5 cards are 10, Jack, Q, K, A, and I am doing like this. No, I am closing the eye or I am putting my eye downward, and I am not seeing this one. I am doing like this. Fine. Okay. Then question is, one card is picked up at random out of these. Now the game is here. From here only we are playing. So what is the number? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So number of sample space equals to what? 5. Don't say that why, sir, why the number of sample space is not 52. It is because we are not taking deck of card. We have taken these cards from the diamond. From the diamond, these 5 cards I have taken to start playing. So question started from here, not from the 52 card. So number of sample space equals to 5. NS equals to 5. Okay. Now, question is, one card is then picked at random. Out of that 10, J, K, Q, A, I have shuffled this one, and then one card has been picked. एक कार्ड मैंने उठाया. Okay. What is the probability? First part is, what is the probability that the card is queen? अब बोल रहा है कि from this card, what 5 cards are there. You have shuffled it. After shuffling, you will in the last session you have seen that after shuffling all the card is mixed. I am not knowing that whether the first card is queen or second card is queen or any other card is queen. I am not sure which card is queen. So question is, find the probability that whatever the card you have picked up after shuffling, the one card you have picked will be queen. So will be queen means here how many queens are there? Only one queen. So number of event equals to what? 1. Number of sample space you have already mentioned 5. So for this question I am right, number of sample space equals to 5. Probability equals to 1 by 5. Because number of event by number of sample space. Very easy question. Second part. If the queen is drawn and put aside. See, understand. If the question is, if the queen is drawn and put aside. मैंने इसमें से पहला क्वेश्चन में तो क्वीन का प्रोबेबिलिटी पूछ रहा है. So that queen I have taken and put aside, मैंने बगल में रख दिया. पहला इवेंट पे मैंने काम कर लिया, उसके बाद मुझे जो भी प्रोबेबिलिटी मिला, उसके बाद हम क्या किए कि क्वीन को हम बगल में रख दिए, मेरे गेम से निकाल दिए. तो अगर हम गेम से निकाल देंगे, then for the second question, what is the event? What is the possible outcomes are there? 10, J, K, A. Because I have taken it out. ये वाला चीज हम उड़ा दिए, इसको उड़ा देंगे. पहला क्वेश्चन में ये था, लेकिन in the next question we have removed this particular queen, and now I am talking from the 10, J, K, A perspective. Question is, if the queen is drawn and put aside, queen को लेकर के हम बाहर में रख दिए, what is the probability that second card picked? What in the second question there is A. In the second part there is A. A is what is the probability that second card picked is an Eka? An Eka. Okay. So an Eka means you have to find from here. Here number of sample space equals to what? 1, 2, 3, 4. Because queen I have taken it out. Queen is not in the game. So number of sample space equals to 4. Number of event equals to what? Equals to how many Eka is there? Only 1. So 1. Probability equals to 1 by 4. Number of event by number of sample space. Very easy question. Now for this second question, B part is there. B part is saying what is the probability of getting a queen? From this possible outcomes, what is the probability of getting a queen? Probability of getting a queen, you can say that, probability of getting a queen. You can say that, sir, here there is no queen. If there is no queen, then what will be the probability, man? Probability of an event equals to 0. Probability of an event equals to 0. So, not probability of event, I will say number of getting an event, any. Number of an event equals to 0. Okay. So, probability of an event equals to 0 by, what is the number of sample space? 4. 0 by 4 equals to 0. So that means whatever is not exist in this particular possible outcomes, the event what it is talking about, it not exist in this particular outcome, that means it is an impossible event. We have studied about that. So it is talking about the impossible event. So for the impossible event, what is the probability? It will be 0. That is the answer will be 0. So this is the concept of the card question. 3 questions are there in chapter. I have solved all the questions. I have solved very clearly. I have given the concept, I have given the approach. Now you have to think how to solve the questions from the card. Whenever you will solve another book or another questions from somewhere. Okay? Write it down. Do not write this part. It is already written in your copy. Just write these answers. Okay? Fine. Now I will take a question from the coin. Coin question. Coin question. One second. So in the coin question, I have put some questions here, coin related. Fine. So in the coin, example number 1 of your book, already I have solved these questions during your explanation of the things, concept and all. So we'll see another question, that is example number 9. Example number 9 of NCERT book. The question is, understand the question. It is very new and you will feel it interesting. Okay. Question is, Harpreet tosses 2 different coins simultaneously. Harpreet is a student or is a guy, okay, who is tossing 2 different coins simultaneously. Simultaneously means parallel. Both coins is 2 different coins, okay. 2 different coins means, let us say one coin is 2 different coins, okay. 2 different coin means one is 1 rupees coin, you can say another is 2 rupees coin. So 1 rupees coin or 2 rupees coin. But if you will take any coin, whether it is 1 rupees, 2 rupees, 5 rupees, always in the coin there will be one head, one tail. So there is no this particular word, one word is given here, say one is of 1 and another of 2. There is no meaning. It is just in the questions given, and do not confuse by this line. This line does not have any impact on this question. Okay. Question is, Harpreet tosses two different coins simultaneously, what is the probability that she gets? Oh, Harpreet is a girl actually. So what is the probability that she gets at least one head? She gets at least one head. First thing you have to find the what is the possible outcomes should be there. Possible outcomes. We are saying possible outcomes or number of sample space, right? Fine. So first understand. Let us say I have two coin. One coin is here, another coin is here. I have tossed the coin. So when you will toss the coin, it will fall on the ground. Then what is the possibility? The first possibility is on the first coin it came as head. In the second coin also it came as head. So I am saying that when I have tossed the coin, the first possibility is head, head, comma, means first trial also head, means first coin also head, second coin also head. Or another thing is possible, I have tossed the coin, one is head, another is tail. One is head, another is tail. Or third thing is possible, I have tossed the coin, both have came as tail, first also has tail, second also has tail. Tail, tail. Or fourth thing is possible, that in the first coin it is tail, in the second coin it is head. First coin it is tail, second coin it is head. So don't be confused that sir you have put it head tail and tail head. Yes, both is different because I am saying that first coin is head, second coin is tail. I am here saying first coin is tail, second coin is head. So both this event is different. You have one question, I will discuss about that, so that observations questions is there in your book. So just keep this in mind, head tail and tail head is different. You have to write this part, no? So the number of possible outcomes is how much? Is any other thing possible apart from this one? Head head, head tail, tail head, tail tail, tail head. And after that anything is possible? Only tail and head combination is possible, and that is the what combination you can make it after tossing a two coin simultaneously. So number of sample space equals to what? Number of sample space equals to 1, 2, 3, 4. Fine. Question is, what is the probability that she gets at least one head? Question is, at least one head. See, when you will be solving the probability question, you have to always think on the word. Word has a very, there is a meaning of the word, and if you miss the word, you will get the right in the wrong answer. So at least one head, at least. In Hindi you will say kam se kam ek head. That means if you get two head, that is not a problem. But there should be at least one head. So I will say that what is the number of event? Tell me the event, what all event is possible with at least one head? At least one head. Head, head. Right? Head, tail. Tail, head. See, 1 second. Okay? So, event is head, 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 tail, tail, head. I will say that, sir, in the head, head also there is one head. In the head, tail also there is one head. In the tail, head there is also one head. But if you say that tail, tail, there is no head. So at least means at least one head should be present. So how many events are there? Number of event equals to 3. 1, 2, 3. So probability equals to number of event by number of sample space equals to 3 by 4. Very easy question, but the concept was there. Two coin is tossed simultaneously. Then what is the number of sample space? So you can now you just understand that on tossing a two coin, the number of sample space is 4. When I have just write it down, then I will explain this concept. Okay. Okay. So this is the answer of your question. Now, when I have said a coin related question for the one coin, you have seen that number of sample space is equal to 2. for tossing a one coin, the number of sample space were 2. For tossing a 2 coin, number of sample space equals to 4. Similarly, if you toss a 3 coin, if you will solve the question in that way, you will get number of sample space equals to 8. So you can say that this is 2, this is 2 square, this is 2 cube, right? Or 8, yeah, I think, because it will come as so you can say that it is 2 power n. Okay, so you can say it is 2 power of n. So whenever the question will come like on tossing a coin, what is the possible outcomes, you can say that it is 2 power of n. Okay, you can write it down, fine. So you can see that I have solved a question for the 1 coin, solved a question for the 2 coin. So you can get maximum of 2 coin questions. You will not get a 3 coin questions in your class. Okay. Let me solve another question. See, in your exercise, question number 3 is there. The question does not need any pen and paper. The question is, why is tossing a coin considered to be a fair way of deciding which team should get ball at the beginning of the football game? If you remember, in the last 2 sessions, somewhere I have told why we are taking coin as an example in the probability. Same question is here. It is because I have told coin is always fair, coin is unbiased. So coin does not, if you toss the coin, nobody, if you say stop, coin will not stop. Coin will come directly, whatever it should come, whether head or tail, there is no decision. Nobody can stop that it is head. If you say it will come as head, head will only come. So because of being unfair with the decision, because of being unbiased, we are using coin during any cricket tournament, any football tournament, so that it will be decided which will be going to get the ball first. Okay, fine. So next question is, I will take one more question on the coin and then I will go for another one. So just see question number 25. This is theoretical question. So you have question number 10, you have question number 23. These all are on the coins. So you have to solve this question. I am taking question number 25. What is question number 25? One second. Question number 25. Fine. That is 2 part. Which of the following arguments are correct and which are not correct? Question is, there is 2 argument given. One argument given with the related to coin and another argument is related to dice. So dice questions I will not take because I am solving the coin question. So I will take a first part on the 25th number, first part question. Question is, which of the following arguments are correct and which are not correct? Give the reason of your answer. Fine. So question, what question is saying? Understand the meaning. Question is saying that, sir, there is 2 arguments are given there. Arguments means whenever you are discussing with somebody, let us say you are discussing with your friend and your friend is saying something which you are thinking like no, that might be what he is saying is not correct or correct, but I am thinking in a different way. So it is going to be communication with a heated communication, you can say. Argument means a heated communication. हम लोग बात करते हैं ना, तुम्हारे बात से हम एग्री नहीं यार, तुम जो बोल रहे हो ऐसे नहीं, ऐसे होना चाहिए. Statement is different. If you say a statement, that means what you are saying. You are not listening to anybody, you are saying. And argument means whatever opposite person is saying and what you are saying, it is not matching, but discussion is going on. That is called the argument. Okay, so this is also you have to understand. In the future you will get some what is the argument, what is the statement. In the many of the questions you have to solve the questions in that way also. So you have understood, like there is 2 argument is given there. So first is, if two coins are tossed simultaneously, same question, that is what I have solved in the previous question. You will find that this question is very easy now. If two coins are tossed simultaneously, a student is saying that if two coin is tossed simultaneously, there are three possible outcomes: two head, two tail, one of each. Question is saying that, sir, when you are tossing two coins simultaneously, only three outcomes is possible. What is two head, two tail, and third is one of each. One of each means one tail, one head. But so this is the first argument. Therefore, this is the first argument, and second argument is, for each of these outcomes, the probability will be 1 by 3. So we'll see first argument first. Now, first argument is, when you are tossing a two coin, you are getting only three outcomes. If you remember, in the last question I have said, you can miss one thing. Here, head is correct. Fine. I have tossed a coin. Head is correct. Tail is correct, because I tossed a coin, might be tail came on the first and second. But on this part, this means first coin I get head, and second coin I get tail. That is fine. But another possibility is there. What? In the first coin I got head, second coin I got tail. Another possibility is this one. This is what it is not given in the argument. So that means there is a number of possible outcome is 3, but I am saying that no, sir, number of possible events is, number of samples is equals to 4. That is why your argument is wrong. You cannot say that only one possibility is there. Only another possibility is there, that is first coin will be head, another coin will be tail. Okay. So this is the first. And if, of course, once you will change the number of sample space, then probability will also change. So if you talk about the number of probability of getting a event or number of HH, no, both. The probability question is, second argument is, for each of these outcomes, the probability, each of these outcomes is this one, 1, 2, 3, 4. So number of probability equals to of getting a head. Number of probability means probability of getting a head equals to what? Number of HH equals to 1, number of sample space equals to 4, so probability will equals to 1 by 4. So probability will be 1 by 4. The question is saying that probability will be 1 by 3. So their both argument is wrong. One argument he said there will be only 3 possible outcomes will be there. No, there is one more possible outcomes that they have missed, that is head and tail. So first argument is wrong. Second argument, they are saying the probability of these outcomes will be 1 by 3. No, probability of outcomes will be 1 by 4, because number of sample space increased to 4. Okay, so this is what the 25th number question, first part is there. Second part is the dice problem that you will solve by yourself. Okay, so in this way we have seen some questions on the dice. So now you can solve the dice coin question. So now you can solve the coin question. Now I am going to take a dice question. Dice question. I have marked some of the questions, so let me see. Dice question. Yeah, fine. See, in the dice question, example number 3 I have already solved. You can go to the last video and you can check. I am going to solve example number 13. Okay. Example number 13. This question is marked as important in your book, and this is a good question. Just try to understand it clearly. No, this is not a question, marked question. Another question is there, but this is also a good question. Just understand. 2 dice, one blue and one grey. 2 छकड़ी है. छकड़ी का कलर तो बहुत कलर में आने लगा है. पहले व्हाइट होता था, अभी लोग ब्लू पे ऐसे डाल देते हैं. तो बोल रहा है जो 2 dice, one blue and one grey. I have 2 dice. 2 dice. One is blue, one is grey. इससे कोई मतलब नहीं, देयर इज नो मीनिंग ऑफ बीइंग अ कलर, इट इज जस्ट यू हैव टू पुट द मीनिंग ऑन टू डाइस, मीन्स यू आर प्लेइंग विद द टू डाइस, ओके, आर थ्रोन एट द सेम टाइम। हम लोग खेलते थे ना दैट व्यापारी समथिंग, वी आर पुटिंग टू डाइस इन वन पार्टिकुलर दिस वन एंड वी आर डूइंग लाइक दिस वन, सो दोनों पे आके जोड़ जोड़ के बोलते थे मेरा इतना हुआ, आई विल गो आउट, समथिंग लाइक दैट। सो बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग, दिस इज अ वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग क्वेश्चन, यू नो। सो द टू डाइस इज thrown at once, okay, write down all possible outcomes. First part is 13 number question. First part is, when you are throwing two dice, what is the possible outcomes are there? So let me tell you the possible outcomes, you can only say me, okay. First dice, second dice. Possible outcomes will come in a group, right? Because I am throwing two dice. So you can say, what I will do, I will say that, okay, see, first dice I am putting constants, means let us say I got 1 on the first dice, let us say I got 1 on the first dice and 2 on the second dice, no, not 2, 1 on the both the dice, okay, 1 comma 1. So first thing is, on the first dice also I got 1, in the second dice also I got 1. Second condition is, in the first dice I got 1, but in the second dash I got 2. Third condition is, in the first dash I got 1, second dash I got 3. Third, fourth condition 1 comma 4. Fifth 1 comma 5, 1 comma 6. Now you tell me, first I got 1, second dash also I got 1, first dash I got 1, second dash I got 2, first dash I got 1, third dash I got 3, first dash I got 1, fourth dash I got, second dash I got 4, first dash I got 1, second dash I got 5, first dash I got 1, second dash I got 6. 6 से बड़ा तो होता नहीं है कोई, छकरी में 6 से बड़ा तो होता नहीं है, तो मैक्सिमम मुझे 6 ही मिल सकता है। तो हम क्या बोले कि फर्स्ट पे मेरे को एक कांस्टेंट रहा और सेकंड पे चेंज हो गया। अब दूसरा हम लिखते हैं सेकंड, लेट अस से सेकंड फर्स्ट डैश पे हमको आया 2 और फर्स्ट डैश पे आया, सेकंड डैश पे आया 1, फर्स्ट डैश पे 2, सेकंड डैश पे 1, फिर 2 को कांस्टेंट रख लेते हैं हम, सब जगह पे 2 आया, सब जगह पे 2 आया। अब यहाँ पे हम क्या कर रहे हैं, सेकंड डैश पे नंबर चेंज कर रहे हैं, 2 2 2 3 2 4 2 5 2 6, ओके। इसके बाद क्या कर रहे हैं हम, फर्स्ट डैश पे हमको 3 आ गया, मान लो 3 आ गया, आई हैव 3 ऑन द फर्स्ट डैश, एंड सेकंड डैश 1 2 3 4 5 6. Similarly, what we'll do, 4 comma 1, 5 comma 1, 6 comma 1, 4 comma 2, 5 comma 2, 6 comma 2, 4 comma 3, 5 comma 3, 6 comma 3, 4 comma 4, 5 comma 4, 6 comma 4, और 5 comma 4 comma 5, 5 comma 5, 6 comma 5, 4 comma 6, 5 comma 6, 6 comma 6. फर्स्ट पे 1 आया, 2 आया, 3 आया, 4 आया, 5 आया, 6 आया। सेकंड पे 1 1 1 2 1 3 1 4 1 5 1 6। So if you will see all this output, this is the possible outcomes on throwing a single dice. See, no double dice. If you are throwing a double dice, then this is the possible outcomes. So how many possible outcomes are there? 1 2 3 4 5 6. 6 rows are there. 1 2 3 4 5 6. 6 columns are there. So what will be the product? Total number of outcomes will be what? What will be the total number of possible outcomes? 6 row into 6 column equals to 36. 36 is the possible outcomes. So number of sample space equals to what? 36. Number of sample space, if you count by 1 2 3 4 5 6, then also it will come 36. So because this is a square, okay, length is there, breadth is there, 6 into 6, okay. So this is the value of possible outcomes when throwing two dice, okay. So this is the possible outcomes. You can write it down, and you hope you have understood. You do not have to remember. It is very simple. What I have done, I have put it the first dice value as constant. I am changing the second dash value. So first dash value is 1, I have put it as a constant. Second dash value I am changing 1 2 3 4 5 6. Then again for the second one I have put it the first dash value as constant as 2, a second value I am changing 2 2 3 4 5 6. Third one I am put it the value as constant 3 and 1 2 3 4 5 6. Here 4 I am constant, 1 2 3 4 5 6. 5 is constant in the first and second dash I am changing. 6 is constant in the first and 1 2 3 4 5 6 is changing, right? So this way you have found all the possible outcomes. So keep it here. Now I am deleting this playing card concept. Fine. So this is the answer of your first part, okay. Write down all the possible outcomes. Now question is, what is the probability that sum of two numbers appearing on top of the dice is first one? 8. What is the probability that the sum of the number you are getting on this particular two dice, first dash 1, second dash 1, the sum is 2, but the question is what is the probability that you are getting a sum as 8? So you can say me, to get a sum of 8, what is the possible things? So because we have a two dice, so if I will say on the first dice I got 6, because maximum you can get 6, you cannot get more than 6 on the one dice. So if you have got 6 on the first dice, then to getting 8, how much you need in the second dice? 2, correct? 6 plus 2 is 8. If I will say I got 5 on the first dice, then what is the number you should get for getting 8? 3. I said 4 on the first dice, then 4. I said 3 on the first dice, then 5. I said 2, then 6. I said 1, then 7. But you say me, is it correct? 7 is possible on any dice? No, right? So that means the maximum combination should be possible for getting a sum as 8 is this one. This is not correct, so we will delete it. So if I will have a first dice with a maximum of 6 value, then second should be 2. Similarly, I am decreasing 6 to 5, then it will be 3. 5 to 4, then it will be 4. Then 4 to 3, it will be 5. 3 to 2, it will be 6. So how many possible outcomes are there? Possible outcomes is number of sample space equals to, what is the possible outcome? 36. Number of event, possible favorable event is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So probability equals to 5 by 36. Very easy question, right? Second part is getting 13. Getting 13. On one dice, what is the maximum number you can get? 6. Another dice, what is the maximum number you can get? 6. So 6 plus 6 is 12, which is less than 13. That means even though you are taking the maximum value of the dice, the number 13 is not possible. That means this is a impossible event, right? So for the impossible event, probability of event equals to 0. 13 is not possible. Fine. Third question is less than or equal to 12. This is a impossible event, right? Impossible. Less than or equal to 12. Less than or equal to 12. You can solve it in two ways, but I will solve from the first way. Less than or equals to 12. You can say that greater than 12, less than or equals to 12 is similar as greater than 12, 1 minus greater than 12, right? So 1 minus probability of getting event greater than 12. 1 minus probability of event greater than 12. Greater than 12 is 13. So the probability of getting a value greater than 12 is 0. So 1 minus 0 equals to 1. So to get the probability less than or equals to 12 is 1. This is the one way we can solve. Another way we can solve, like, another way we can solve, see, less than or equals to 12, I will take the maximum value. What is this? 6, 6, 12. So it is equal to 12, that is fine. So whatever the value possible between this one will be lesser than 6, 6, means 12. So if this value is giving the proper value, then rest all the value is lesser than 12. That means whatever the question is asked here, all the values coming inside that. So what is the number of favorable event? If you will take 1, 1, that is 2. 2 is also lesser than 12. 12, 12. 2, 1, 3. 3 is also lesser than 12. 6, 3, 9, that is also lesser than 12. 4, 4, 8, that is also lesser than 12. That means all the event is possible. So number of event equals to 36. Number of sample space equals to 36. So probability equals to 36 by 36 equals to 1. See, here also you got 1, here also you got 1. So both you can think of, and this is also a good way to solve, this is also a way to solve. Okay, fine. So you can write it down. Fine. I will take one more question on the dice, and then we'll bind off. We'll see on the another session some questions on box, container box and miscellaneous type, and then we'll let you solve the question, and you can start solving the question now. Okay. So another question I am taking on the dice. Then we'll have question on the box and miscellaneous, that we will take in the next class. So here I am taking the question number 20. Question number 20 of your exercise, okay? 20 of your exercise. Question is, this is a star mark is put it there, that means it is important for your exam, but question is very easy. Just understand. Suppose you drop a die at random on rectangular region shown in figure 15.6. So this is the figure given. This is the rectangular figure. This is the rectangle, right? This side is 3 meter. Another side is 2 meter. Here one circle is given. Circle is given, fine. Question is, suppose you drop a die at random on rectangular region. क्वेश्चन बोल रहा है कि इस रेक्टेंगुलर रीजन पे मैंने छकड़ी को फेंका. ओके, what is the probability that it will land inside the circle with diameter 1 meter? So question is, over the rectangular rectangular region there is a circle given. Rectangular region has a size 3 meter into 2 meter, 3 meter length and breadth and 2 meter length, and then there is a circle present inside the rectangle. The circle is having the diameter equals to 1 meter, and question is saying that when you are throwing the dice, what is the probability that your dice will be stick in between this circle? It should not go outside the circle. हम लोग लूडो खेलते हैं तो बोलते हैं ना कि नीचे देखो, लूडो से नीचे चला गया तो हम उसको वैल्यू नहीं देंगे, ऐसे ही करते हैं ना. तो हम लोग को ये प्रोबेबिलिटी यहाँ निकालना है. यहाँ पे मान लीजिए ये लूडो है, लूडो रेक्टेंगुलर होता है जनरली, ये लूडो है, स्क्वायर होता है शायद, या रेक्टेंगुलर जो भी. फ्रॉम दिस लूडो ये इसको आप ये मान सकते हैं, लूडो के बीच में होता है ना जहाँ पे हम लोग लाल करके डालते हैं, जीत जाते हैं तो गोटी उड़ाते हैं. सो दिस वन यू कैन कंसीडर. ओके, सो भी सर्किल टाइप का ही होता है. तो क्वेश्चन है कि क्या प्रोबेबिलिटी है कि हम जो अपना डैश फेंकेंगे उस सर्किल में ही गिरेगा, उससे बाहर जाएगा तो वैल्यू नहीं होगा। तो सर्किल का डायमीटर ऑफ ए सर्किल, डायमीटर दिया हुआ है 1 मीटर, the diameter is given as 1 meter, then you can say at radius equals to 1 by 2 d by 2, right? Circle radius equals to d by 2 is 1 by 2 meter. Fine, r equals to 1 by 2. Now how to approach to this question is number of samples. Again I will use the same concept, number of sample space. Sample space means what? Total possible outcomes. Here total possible area is given as rectangular area. So if the area is rectangular, the total area, how we can find? Area of rectangle equals to possible outcomes. I am finding as possible outcomes, right? Possible outcomes equals to area of rectangle. Right? So area of rectangle equals to length into breadth, 3 into 2 meter square equals to 6 meter square. Fine. So the area of the rectangle is 6 meter square. That is called as number of sample space. You have got the number of sample space because number of sample space means all the possible outcomes. Possible outcomes we here is we are talking from the area perspective. Rectangular area is given. This is the possible area. You have to play within this area only. So possible area is 6 meter square. Now the favorable event. Favorable means from where you have to drop the coin. Drop the coin is circle. So what is the area of the circle? This is the favorable, right? You have to play inside this one, then only it will be valid. So favorable outcomes is circle area, right? Area of circle. Area of circle is pi r square. Pi is 22 by 7. R is, I have found r as 1 by 2. Now you can understand why I have taken r. Because my thinking was like, I have to find the area of the circle. So for area of the circle, radius is there, 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 square equals to 22 by 7 into 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 equals to 11 by 14. So this is the meter square. This is the favorable, this is the possible. So probability equals to what? Probability equals to favorable by possible, right? Favorable by possible equals to number of event by number of sample space. Number of event is how much? 11 by 14. Sample space is 6. 11 by 14 into 6. You can calculate the value. Whatever the value will be getting is the probability. So this is the question. Star mark. Question is very easy. How we have taken the approach? I have taken the full area. Sample space concept means all the possible outcomes. Possible outcomes means you have to play within the rectangular area. So I have found the area of the rectangle. Then favorable is you have to play inside the circle. Question is what is the probability of getting a coin inside the circle, dice inside the circle. So that means inside the circle we have to think inside the circle means under this area. So what is the area of this circle? Pi r square. So I have found r equals to 1 by 2. Pi r square is this one, 11 by 14. Something we have got. Then probability equals to number of event is 11 by 14 and sample space is 6. 11 14 into 6 is the answer. Okay. So this is the another questions of the dice. Now what you can do, you can start solving the questions on coin, dice, okay, playing card. So approximately we have seen all the questions, and then we'll see some questions from the box and other thing, miscellaneous question in the next session, and then we'll finish it off. So now it is for you now, okay. What you have to do, first thing, how you have to take the approach, I'm just giving you. First thing, you go and solve example of all the example, okay, solve example of NCERT. Then solve exercise of NCERT. Okay, first solve this example, then solve the exercise. Even though I have solved many questions, but you go and solve by yourself, understand the concept, and if you are able to solve the question and you are getting any questions, any dot, simple dot, anything, you can write to my WhatsApp, like NCERT, like this one, NCERT example, like 2 number example, having the problem, something, whatever the problem you have, then exercise, these many 4 number question of the exercise having the problem. You can write the question like that. You can write it over my WhatsApp. You can write over the comment of my YouTube video. That also I am seeing that I will then I will calculate all the questions from your side, and then I will be able to take a class to solve all the questions. Okay. Once you will finish the NCERT, then you have to go for RD Sharma. In the RD Sharma, you have to do the same thing. You have to check the RD Sharma questions, example, and then exercise. And then if you have any problem, you can say that RD Sharma example, this number, RD Sharma exercise, this number. You can write these things to my WhatsApp or to my YouTube, whatever the video is there, and then I will see all the questions you all have to work. You all have to solve the questions. It is not for particular person, for everybody have to solve the question and come up with the questions. Then I will give a next class for the solution of these questions. Okay, and next class we will see one more class I will take for the box related question and miscellaneous related question. Then I will finalize, and then I will wait for your questions. Okay, and then I will take further. Thank you so much.